Hey, this is Ray with NTI. This video is the third video of a 5-part demo series of Backup Now EZ5. In this demo I'll be discussing PC backup and why it's important. You know, a lot of people don't back up their PCs, and if they do, they may only back up their data files. Data backup is a good start, but it's not the best way to protect your PC. Doing a complete system backup, or sometimes called an image backup of your PC, is also important and very useful. So, back to those what ifs in life. Remember, it's not if your hard drive will fail, it's when your hard drive will fail. Hard drives do not last forever, and sometimes they fail without warning. Now think of how long it's going to take you to get your PC back up and running like it was before your hard drive failed. Okay, first you'll need to replace your hard drive. Then you need to reinstall Windows. You might as well get some coffee and sit back and wait a while because that's going to take some time. After that's done, Windows also have to finish running all its little updates. Now it's time to install Office and your other programs, if you can. Think now, where did you put all those software disks and where are all the serial numbers for each program? When that's done, you'll need to copy your data back to your PC, if you had it backed up. You know, all your music, videos, pictures, all your documents, your Outlook PST files, your internet favorites. Now you think you're done. But no, there's a lot of little utilities that you also need to install, like a PDF reader, WinZip, Flash players, Skype, etc. So let's look at the program. So I've showed you social media backup, I've showed you cloud backup. File and folder is similar to cloud backup. You know, it's the same source selection, same schedule. It's just instead of backing up to a cloud, it's backing up to your local or network drives. So PC backup. So PC backup, if you click on the chevron, you can back up. You can restore from files from your image. A little more on that shortly. You can do the image restore, and then of course you can disable and enable the job. So let's close the chevron. So the source is already selected for you automatically, but you click on it. So it's going to pick your whole local drive. So like on my local drive, there's my C drive partition and my E drive partition, and then I have an external F drive. So I can also back up external drives separately, but right now I'm just wanting to do a backup of my internal drive. So I'll say OK. Each time you modify the job, it's going to ask to run it, so we're just going to say no. Alright, so destination. So the destination is similar to a file level backup or not cloud backup, but social media backup. I'll pick up my favorite Toshiba external drive and my 1 terabyte, and I can select the capacity alert. So I like 85%, so that'll warn me when my hard drive is getting full. We can do data compression, so I can encrypt my data so no one can look at my backups, and I can also compress my data so it can get a little bit smaller, so save some space on the hard drive when it's backing up, right? But I'll just leave it like the default, right? And I can also back up to a network drive, but we're just going to back up the local drive, and we'll say OK. And again, it's wanting me to run the job, and I'm going to say no. And schedule, which I've shown you before, it's the same thing. I can you might as well back up in a regular schedule, so you can back up hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. I like monthly, especially for image backup. And you can start anytime you want, so how about 5 p.m. and I can start it on the first day of the month if I want, right? And I've showed you a backup priority before, so I can make my backups run faster, which might slow down other programs on the PC because I'm using more CPU time for the backup, or I can have the PC run faster and give less CPU time to the backup program. But we'll just leave it on default, okay? And say OK. And I'm not going to run the job at this time. Alright, I'm not going to run the backup, of course, because it's going to take too long. We've got like 70 gigabytes to back up. So let me show you the restore functionality. So for the complete system restore, you can, you click on it, it's going to give you instructions how to do it. So we make the USB drive, or I can make a USB flash drive bootable, and we boot into a Linux environment. And so when you boot up, you reboot your computer, you press F12 on your computer, it goes into a boot menu. I select my USB drive, like my Toshiba, and then it'll go into our restore window, and it'll load our catalog file, and it'll say I want to restore back to your disk 0 of your PC. I mean, you could restore to a disk 1 if you have a desktop that has more than one hard drive. And then it'll give me a restore point, so I can restore to whatever restore point I have. So let's say I've been backing up every month, January, February, March. Let's say I've got a virus sometime in July and I'm unable to get rid of it. So what's the best way to get rid of a virus that you can't get rid of? Restore back to a previous date where you didn't have the virus. So I could restore, since I back up the first of the month, I can restore my July backup, and when it starts restoring, it'll restore back before I ever had that virus. And then of course if I said July, then I would just hit restore, and then it would start the restore process. And when it's done, you just reboot your PC and you're back up and running like your PC was working like it was before, right? All right. Now file level restore is different. Some of our competitors don't have this, and what it does is you can go into the file level restore of it'll go into your image backup, and let's say you're backing up file level and you didn't back up some files, something on your desktop or something somewhere else on your computer, and you wanted this one file. Well, you can go in there and you can actually drill down within your backup and find the specific file. So I can go down to my computer C drive, and let's say I had something on my desktop, so I can go to users, and then I can go Ray, and then I can go to desktop, and let's say I wanted this log file that I didn't back up, right? So I can click on this log file and I can restore that. Now I can restore it to the original location, I can overwrite, or I can just restore it to the other location. By default it'll go to the desktop. So I'll just hit restore, and then it'll go into its restore process. And it's a small file, so it's gonna restore pretty quickly. And then here's my little folder restored to my desktop. If I open it up, and then I go to users and Ray, desktop, and there's my log file. I can open my log file and there's my log, right? So pretty quick and easy to do. You say okay. Back to the easy select again, just cover one more. So yeah, if I wanted to restore all my pictures to my desktop or restore somewhere else, I want to put, I can move my pictures somewhere else. I can restore them all to the desktop or the original location. So it's very nice that you can restore the same way you backed up, right? So by categories or by specific drilling down with the tree view, right? Okay. One other thing I'd like to cover, PC backup is also great for upgrading your PC to a faster SSD, solid state drive, or a larger hard drive. Just do a complete system backup, replace your old drive with a new one, and restore. Once done, your PC will boot up like normal, or actually faster with an SSD, but it'll also be running on your new drive. It's that easy. No need to pay a lot of money to let's say the Geek Squad to do it for you. You can do it all yourself. Well, that's all for my demo. Check out other parts of the demo series. Also, if you want to check out this program or any other programs, you can go to www.nticorp.com. You can download a trial version and take it for a test drive. I bet you'll like what you see. Thanks for watching.